Hello, what's up guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel SE38. This channel is explicitly created to share knowledge, to gain knowledge, to do everything related to ABAP. I won't be specifically doing other programming language as a pro. I might do some of the ABAP related things, but I won't be explicitly going out of ABAP. So you can consider this as a ABAP related accessory channel. I think all of you who are watching this programming video are pro in ABAP, so I don't expect to teach you anything. I don't have that pro level. I'm just a consultant. I have plenty of experience, but still I cannot override your experience. You guys are really pro. So let's start today. Today the topic we have thought is we see a lot of interview questions in across different portals, website portals. What I thought is, let's show our viewers which are real interview questions, which is usually asked and which is not. There's many ways you can get the answers. I'm not bothered about the answers. You can get in the system. If something is programmatic, you can get in the system and get it. If there is something theoretical, you can just Google it. I'm not concerned. I'm more of concerned which part you need to concentrate. Like on the screen you can see I've opened Guru 99. I have no sponsorship from this portal or something. I'm looking at some interview questions. The first one, let's begin with the first one. The question is, what is SAP ABAP? Its explanation what the SAP system is, what is the ERP thing and how it works, and what is the programming language, ABAP full form and all those stuff. I hardly think in the universe someone was asked what is SAP ABAP until unless he is getting to be trained and the first time entry into the ABAP universe. This is a question which will never be asked. The next question, similar to this, what do you mean by ABAP dictionary? I don't think any developer will ask another developer this question. Like, what do you mean by ABAP dictionary? They can ask some question in ABAP dictionary. I think everyone knows that the basic question 90% of us have ever faced is lock objects. It will be asked everyone. So I request everyone to concentrate on this, on the technical level, not on development, how it's happening and how it works. The third question asked to everyone in their life, difference between pool table and transparent table. This is asked to many people. Let's go to the next question. What are the different lists? I don't know where the question, whatever they missed it. What do you mean by BDC? Never have been asked. I don't think anyone was asked that what is BDC. Describe the data class. This is very interesting. You need to dig down. Many of the cases they ask this with, they expect details. What are the internal tables? I have never heard anyone asking this question. What are the internal tables? Please do not go for the theoretical questions. List down the function module used in sequence in BDC. Very interesting question. What is the foreign key relationship? I don't think it's a database interview. I don't think no one is going to ask you interview on the OpenSQL or database related questions. So please refrain studying deep for this, because if you open the universe of DBMS, it will be totally different level. If you go on digging, you will get normal form and other stuff. Don't go that deep. Difference between table and structure, everyone knows. You can explain, anyone can try to explain with easier examples, like very easy samples, like ice tray or single line ice tray, something like that. What is smart form? I don't think anyone will ever ask what is smart form. What is the outcome of smart form? Many people can ask, like the function I'm talking about. What are the component of SAP scripts? SAP scripts, I think it's deprecated. Very less people ask this question. What is table cluster? Very less time it's asked. But please go through this. This is real important. How can you format the data before write statement in the report? This is simple manipulations. But on the points of the answer, at first, at new, at last, question might be asked. What is the use of this? How to use? Just like the parallel cursor. What is the use of this? How to use? Explain the difference between template and table. What? Who asks this? Very rarely. But yeah, just one line, easy explanation. Mention what ALV programming in ABAP. Do not read the definition of ALV programming, application list or anything with this. Just go through the object-oriented way, the SALV type ALV. That's really important. If the interviewer doesn't know about SALV, inform him about SALV. It's needed that they get to know. Instead of going in this grid classes and all those stuff, just use SE, simple SE34 CLSALV grid table class. When do you use end of selection? All the events. Go through very well. You will need it every interview, each and every one. Mention the differences between ABAP and OABAP. Not needed. What is stable buffer? Very important. What is use of pretty printer? For coding it's needed, not interview. What is the difference between type and like? Very, very, very needed question. This helps you clear your generic knowledge. To explain someone, not coding. What are the difference between ABAP for editors? Idiotic questions, never asked. Difference between dialog program and report? No need. What is lock object? Very important. How the data stored in cluster table? Needed. How can a debug script form? Very rarely asked, but keep in mind this one. Sometimes it's asked. Data dictionary objects? Not needed, you know it. Tuning? I think majority of us know. You have to explain. You don't have to go by theory. Select statement group by database things. I hope you can guess it even. What is dispatcher? Read this. Many times asked. 2 methods of modifying standard SAP table. Yes, needed. After HANA comes in, very highly needed. What is the difference between database index and match code? Yes, you need it. When explain the benefits of modulation technique. I really don't think this technique theory you can explain. It's easy to explain him how we do it on the ground. How can you create callable modules of program code? Defining macros, creating include program. This is not necessary. Different database integrity. Not much needed. Okay. So I think what I saw, hardly 60% or 65% is real questions which can be asked every time in the interview. Like other questions are there which are very necessary to go through, as like lock objects. You need to go through the ALV report sequencing. You need to go through LUW, logical unit of work. You need to go through the smart form structures which you can do on the form. You need to go through SAP script execution process. You need to go through enhancement techniques, explicit and implicit differences, like the technical ground ones, not the definitions. So don't go much with the definitions, more you go with the real usage of it. That will do. So I think this was for today. We'll bring different topic with the highly technical ground very soon. If you like this, please do subscribe, and I will put a subscribe button on the first. If you have watched until this point, thank you so much. You can comment anything you wish here if you like this content. That's for today. Meet you on the next video very soon. So have a nice day. Bye bye.